This is Tuesday morning, I think the 29th or 30th of November 2022. You just saw me stand out there in front of my row of plants that represent my property line, and I'm going to take and pick the camera up, and I'm going to show you how close I am to that tee box today. And the reason I'm making this video and the reason I have this camera out here daily or occasionally is every time they move that tee box, we have what I describe, I watch it every year. It's happened for about the last 5 or 6 years. I describe it as the Sundance Creep. The Sundance Creep. Okay, you can see the tee box there. The cart path is right there. That tee location is iconic. It was there from the beginning. First time they ever played the hole, they put the tee box there. Okay, there was no houses up here at the time. There was nothing of value, just dirt. Okay, and people got used to having that tee box there where they could step out of the cart. Now, what I'm trying to get across, and the reason I make these videos, is to try to explain to anybody who's going to buy patio golf houses. They're burning a cross in my yard today. All right, they put handcuffs on me. They put me at the front of the patrol. I have to be point man. And I have no control. I'm moving forward or I'm on point, but I got no control over what's going to happen here today. That tee box right there, the reason I put video on it is because we have nothing but beginner, amateur. The people who go by in the morning during the week, like right now, are probably going to be the best golfers you're going to have all week on this course. The best ones you're going to have all week. And that isn't saying much. And the rest of the time, it's going to be beginners, novice, amateurs, first timers, beginners, or if they're not beginners, they're trying to play a game that they don't have in their bag. And because of the proximity of that tee box to my property line, it isn't hard to, I shouldn't be hard to imagine that I've had thousands of balls come in my yard over the years. When somebody hits a foul ball off this tee, or they have trouble keeping it in play, usually if they have any strength at all, if they're young and strong and they lose it to the right, I got a broken window or I got somebody walking in my yard after their golf ball. I shouldn't have to bear this burden. All right, and the reason I bear this burden is their insistence of having that tee box back on that corner as close to the cart path as they can. As I've said in other videos, if you're trying to put a ball in my yard, if you were challenged to see how many balls you could put in my yard, where would be the ideal place to put the tee box? It would be pretty close to where it is today. When they hit a foul ball, and everybody does in golf, like I said, these guys that are going through this morning are the best you're going to see all week going through here. They're the best because they play every morning. They play tee boxes. They're trying to protect their handicap, so they play tee boxes that are that they got the game for, okay? There's a chance they could play bogey or double bogey golf from here. But when you get these fellas going through, have groove swings and been playing for years. Once this crowd or this demographic, this part of the spectrum of your daily crowd is done, the folly begins, okay? The circus begins. First time. And people with a pocket full of balls. They don't understand that if they swing as hard as they can and they miss, they're going to take out my window. They don't care. And the golf course doesn't care. This pro shop doesn't care. It's like you bought a house on a golf course. That's the Arizona rule. Anybody buys a house on a golf course, hunker down. Don't be out there during the day when they're playing golf. If you don't want to get hit by a golf ball, don't be out in your yard during the day when they're playing golf. Simple. You bought a house on a golf course. Live with it. That's bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Take all the foul balls on the other side of that lake. You could start at that longest tee box and step down straight from there. So everybody's got a mandatory lake shot over the lake. You can't play Sundance without mandatory lake shot. These guys want that tee box down along the cart path so they can run it down the cart path and stay safe. They don't want to do a bank shot. All right. Well, this is why I'm putting this camera out here, all right? I'm going to go in the kitchen now and I'm going to watch this camera all morning. I'm going to try to tune it in until we get the best shot of that tee, but I put up with this day in and day out. You're burning a cross in my yard. You are. You know it. You know that people hit foul balls. You know new golfers don't know what they're doing. Well, I keep promising this, but I've got a few swings of some golfers from that tee that have no business being there. And they have no business, once they miss, to tee up another one. Now, if you think that logic, if your logic is that I should have to bear the burden of foul balls day in and day out onto my lot and broken windows just so that you can line your cash register, I think that's BS. If you're a real golf pro and you're a real golf course, you'll fix this. You'll take all those tee boxes to the other side of that little harbor, and then when they hit a ball off to the right, like every right-hander does when they're learning, everybody hits right, misses right, that ball will fall harmlessly in the lake. It will fall harmlessly in the lake. You will have taken all these houses up here out of play. Right now that tee box is about 50, 60 yards from me and I'm just offline. Any young gorilla that has a foul ball off the tee, I'm it. And that's why I'm putting the camera here to record those shots. I have other shots of people in videos. I had one day with a guy. He had like a cut-off t-shirt. He looked like he just came from a garage someplace, working in a garage. Cut-off t-shirt, big muscle guy. Got up there right-handed, hit a nice high fade. It landed on a house up here. Him and his buddy, what's he do? He puts down another ball. Him and his buddy laughing, pointing at the house. It's on the video where you hear the ball hit. We might get one of those today. But anyway, this is going on YouTube.